darkness surrounds us. It's time to light up the night. It's time for Zero Dark 30 with John.
Yay! Cut out the jibber jabber. Don't be babbling like a fool. Say what you got to say. That's all. Then shut your dang pie hole.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel. It is Zero Dark 30, busting out of the bunker, coming at you live-ish. I tell you folks, it is a strange day in the world. Can you believe it? Someone actually died who's involved with, that's right, high-level politicians. Well, apparently a chef was out paddleboarding on the Obama estate, and he managed to drown. You know, that happens all the time. They can't seem to figure out, is the guy 43 or 45? I guess it doesn't matter. What matters is, though, is that being a chef isn't as safe as it always has been. In fact, throughout history, kings and queens have had chefs routinely murdered for dissatisfying them with their culinary desires. Oh, yeah. I wonder what the chef, well, I wonder what he cooked. Now, the chef, let's just speculate here. The chef, maybe he was working for the Obamas, right? I'm not talking about the 2015 Clinton chef that ended up getting murdered. Not talking about that guy, dead. Not talking about that chef. I'm talking about the Obama chef in 2023. Yeah, a little strange, huh? Who would want to be a chef for these people? Wow. Here we go. Who was it that said something about people dying around the Clintons just the other day? And he's like, how dare you bring up people who have died? People die all the time. How could you insinuate that about the Clintons? It's because actually a lot of people around them do die. And it's not just, people die all the time. Yeah, not personal friends and close associates and business partners. Anyways, now we've got a little bit of a Clinton action happening within the Obama household. So, let's examine this one, shall we? And folks, it is always an indicator and a very closely, in my opinion, correlated connection. It's always closely connected when there is corruption and evil. You will find death, threats, people being hurt and harmed, families destroyed. That is always, always, always there. So let's get to this. The chef for the Obamas was black. The chef for the Clintons was white. The chef for the Clintons, was he kind of handsome? The chef for the Obamas, was he kind of handsome? Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. The chef for the Obamas. Do you think he was politically aligned with the Obamas? No doubt. So he's a Democrat. He's a strong Democrat. He is so strong a Obama supporter that he's an Obama worshiper. Now, let's explore a couple of options. Why did this guy have to die? I'm just exploring, just taking a look at it. Could it be that this handsome chef was flirting with Michelle a little too much? And Barack did not like that. Maybe the chef got a little bit personal with hunky Michael Michelle. And maybe he got to second base. Had a little bit of premarital fun or extramarital. There you go, extramarital fun. Yeah. Maybe the chef discovered, instead of tacos, he discovered sausage and freaked the fuck out. Couldn't believe what he was discovering. Had no idea. It was stupid conspiracy theories, but it was true. He's like, I'm going to tell the world. Oh, man. I'm going to tell the world she got a fucking tree trunk in her pants. Had to whack him. I had to whack the guy. Let's go the other way. Folks, we know about the strange proclivities of Barack. Right? Wasn't it Joe Biden that said he's a clean, articulate black guy? Anyways, Barack. Maybe the chef was developing a relationship with Barack. That's right, folks. Maybe Barack, an El Chef boy, who's a little bit handsome for a chef. Not that chefs have to be necessarily ugly or something, but maybe old chef boy, RD, old chef. In fact, I expect chef boy RD memes by the end of the day. Perhaps the chef was wrestling around with Barack, and Michael found out about it and didn't like that. Oh, the possibilities are endless. They're endless on this one. Perhaps the chef was involved with both Michael and Barack. Perhaps he was very personal with them. Maybe he thought he was just in a love triangle. But he discovered something quite disturbing. Maybe he found out just how evil, bad, and crooked they are. And maybe, folks, just maybe, the chef found out how evil, bad, and crooked they are without having any sort of personal relationship with either of them beyond just being an acolyte and their chef. Let me take you back to when Comet Ping Pong and child sex trafficking was becoming big news in Washington, D.C. Back during the early times of Trump's presidency, when James Oliphant and Comet Ping Pong were exposed, the so-called kill room was going on, and Jeffrey Epstein ties were being made. Oh yeah, folks, that was a very real thing back then. And letters came out about Obama ordering hot dogs and pizza to be flown all the way to Washington, D.C. from Chicago. Hot dogs and pizza were code words for little boys and little girls. Perhaps Mr. Chef saw too much. Perhaps Mr. Chef put two and two together after witnessing just a few too many things. So way up in the cold part of the country, you don't hear about a whole lot of surfers coming out of Boston, Delaware, New York, right? It's fucking cold up there. What was this guy doing in the cold water, paddleboarding on a pond on the Obama estate? Really? Paddleboarding on a pond? Folks, I go paddleboarding, and I don't need a pond. I'll get across a pond in about 2 seconds. Even a large pond you'll be across in no time at all. You go paddle boarding on rivers. You go paddle boarding on lakes. You go paddle boarding through estuaries. You go paddle boarding in the frickin' ocean. A pond. And now he's dead. Think about it. Think about it. Chance favors the prepared mind. It is yours.